everybody. Sorry that I'm late, as you can see. I was running late. I had worked out. I had a shower. I didn't want to come on live looking like a crazy person because I was at the gym. So I apologize. But hello, happy Friday. It is time for the daily stream. And there's quite a few people who are ready, which is very exciting. So let me shout out. I was live on TikTok already. I did go live yesterday, Josh. So I have TikTok over here. I have YouTube right here. But we have something to talk about today, actually. We're going to go over Ruben Amorim's pre-match press conference before the preseason match versus West Ham. He said some pretty interesting things that I wanted to discuss. So we'll watch that on the stream. Obviously, we'll talk about other things as well. But let's chat everybody out. So big up Sham, of course. First one in the chat. Big up to you, sir. Big up Sophia. I love that. I think this is, I don't know what language this is, but I love that she's talking her language in the chat. Okay. Rasta, big up to you, sir. Always big up to you. Mustafa, hi Clements. Day one's in here. Hello. I hope you guys are doing well. Like that you guys are talking to everybody. He did say that, but I didn't watch the whole thing yet, so I want to watch it with you guys. Hi, Hardcore. How are you? Thank you guys for the likes on TikTok as well. I hope everyone's doing great. It's Friday. We always love that it's the weekend. So big up to you guys. Hi, UTA. How are you? So let's jump right in because we have some time. This interview is about 17 minutes. I did want to watch it as well because it has Cunha in it, and I wanted to hear what he had to say. So Spurs have 2 matches tomorrow. One is 5 a.m. Goodness, are they closed door matches? But I do want to get full context as well because that's really important. So that's what we're going to do. Let's see. How do I want to do this? We'll do it like this to make sure, it's not, we can hear, of course. So let's go over this, provide some commentary, hear what they say. By the way, guys, White Castle 6-piece chicken nugget rings. Oh, I don't have White Castle near me. My dad actually loves White Castle. That's funny. Wasn't reading comments till I've started. Hi, T. That's okay. I hope you're doing well. All right, let's jump right in. Let me fast forward. Actually, I don't need to watch them sitting down. So, wait, what did he say though? I do want to know why he's laughing.
So we'll get started with Rob, and we have George also. He's the new guy.
Can you guys hear that? By the way.
So, but introduce the.
Hi, Ruben. You said at the end of last season you wanted to bring in goal scorers.
I love White Castle from when I lived in the Midwest. Yes, that's funny enough. They do have a White Castle in Vegas, and they do have a White Castle in Phoenix. So if you're on the West Coast at all and you need a fix and you're in those places, you can get White Castle. But yes, it is a staple for my dad. I'm not a fan. I can't lie.
During the summer, you brought in 2. Obviously, sat next to one of them. How pleased are you that those guys are in and also in early enough to be with you in the States?
Really pleased. It's really important to sign new players.
So I'm assuming I couldn't hear really, but I guess he asked him what it's like having the new players join for the preseason in Cunha and Mbumo. So hi, Wahaha. You know what's better than White Castle? Jet 2 holiday. Oh goodness, that's funny.
Soon as possible. Sometimes it's not possible, but I'm really pleased because they are they proved already in Premier League. I think that is really important in the moment. Mateus, for example, can play in different positions, so you have more mobility to change the starting 11. So I'm really pleased.
Chris, sorry guys, just over it.
What's your favorite food?
Of course, we have the ads, guys. Sorry. Big up, you guys. But I mean, that question seemed fair, right? Like, he likes having players who have been in the Premier League, right? Obviously, that's a huge point that a lot of football fans like to make with transfers into the Premier League. That's why a lot of people feel like Gyökeres is kind of a risk because he could potentially not provide what he did in the Portuguese league, which is fair. But, it's improvement is definitely a vocab word you hear tossed around a lot. Sorry, Greg, if you
Me? Okay.
Yes,
We both got it
I
correct.
do.
Hi, Ruben. You obviously made two great signings this summer. Is it fair to say that two players that you signed will fill those two number 10 roles? And can they play as a striker, or do you still need a striker? And how important, if so, to get that striker in before the season starts?
No, they can play as a striker. We have Josh, we have Rasmus, so our focus is to improve the connection between
I don't like that answer.
them. I don't know if the position are there for them. They have to work. They have other players that are fighting for that position. But again, I'm really pleased because they prove that the qualities that they have, they are really humble. That is really important. And the best thing that they chose to be here. They had other options, Champions League options. And they read everything people say about our club in the moment, but they chose to be here, and that is a key point for me.
And can I ask?
I mean, I can understand that point, right? That's fair. I agree, Rasta. I think him saying that, like, we have Rasmus, I'm like, do we? I still have to hear years ago. Yeah, she's awesome. Alice is awesome. I always watch her stuff. She said something interesting today about why Dan Ashworth got let go. I have to see what she said, unless you want to type it in the chat. I like watching Amram speak in tongues and riddles. Yeah, she's very knowledgeable and very unbiased. Yeah, she is. Also, when he brings up Portland, I bet. And then, so he likes, was Xerxes on loan? No. You're excited for Deftones' new album? I don't know who that is. And Zuzu, thank you for the like, sis. I see you in there. I see you in the chat. Yeah, Josh, Alice Talks Football. That's who they're talking about on YouTube. That's good to hear about Mbumo and Cunha, that, you know, they really like United and they wanted to be here despite not having Europe, despite the challenges that they'll face. So that's encouraging to hear, because he has a point. Like, think about it. These players are not young, right? So the fact that they're willing to kind of put even their careers on the line a bit to come to United, it says something for sure.
Would you be comfortable going into the new season with the squad that you have now?
Again, guys, I think our club in the moment, we need to be really careful when we sign a player. So if we have to start the season with this squad, I'm happy because all the players that are here want to be here.
Okay, that's a quote that has been going around. And it's interesting because I agree with half of it, right? Like, I agree that we have to be careful who we sign. The thing that I'm always worried about is just signing someone because we need them, like for just a body, right? Like, I don't want to sign just anybody. I want to sign somebody who will fit. I want to sign somebody who will be a positive contributor to the team. So I agree with that part. But the second part about him being happy with the team that he has, I'm interested to know why he's happy. I understand everybody wants to be here, but like, you can want to be somewhere, but like, it's not a fit for you. You know what I mean? Like, you can't force things. Like, I could want to be in a relationship with somebody, but it still could not work, right? And so I understand what he's saying, but I also disagree the second part, you know? We are playing West Ham. Yeah, we're playing West Ham. She said he didn't want Aram because the system didn't suit the players, and he said there wasn't money for the players they need. Okay, so I'm assuming that was the conversations with Barada and Wilcox. Where can I find this? It's probably a video she posted today. Dorgu, Cunha, and Bemo and Mata are all good going forward. The problem is that in the midfield and at the back, United is more open than Niagara Falls. Yes, and again, Gigi, those four players you mentioned, they are good going forward, but at the same time, like, I'm not saying that these players can't score. Like, obviously, we know Amada can score. We know Cunha and Mbumo can score, but they're still not strikers, right? So if they could link up with one another, obviously that helps, but you still want to have someone up front who they can lean on, right? To get the ball to. That's important. And then, like you said, we have to get them the ball also. So they're there for the money, period. Goalkeeping status, no, I don't know anything about a goalkeeper in terms of that. If he doesn't tweak the system a little, he'll be out of a job. Unfortunately, I don't know. Loads of Liverpool fans do. She talks straight up, no BS. Yep. Yeah, she's unbiased for sure, for sure.
And that, for me, it's the most important thing. And Mateus and Brian, also Diego. But Diego is a different situation. He's a potential player. But with Brian and Mateus, we are clearly a better team.
I know.
Ruben, right over here. Luke Shaw looked about as good, as fit, as healthy as he ever has. How big can this match? This
Okay. Did you guys hear that? I'm going to replay that question because we're getting into Luke Shaw. This is very important question here.
is good, as fit, as healthy as he ever has.
So this reporter said Luke Shaw has looked as good and as fit as he's ever had, which, to be fair, he has trimmed down, okay, significantly. But just wait till you hear what he says.
How big can this match, this tour, this preseason really be for him to kind of reestablish himself and like really show that get his career going to where it was before?
I think Luke Shaw is a world-class player. That is my feeling when he touches the ball, the ability to play 1 against 1, and you can feel in the small things. England had 2 finals, and he had issues during the season, but in the final, he's always there. That means something. But he needs to be fit. He needs to train always in the limit. I think he's doing that in the moment. So it's a great player, but he has competition this season. So I'm really pleased also with Luke.
That was a very, very. Oh, you're watching IndyCar free practice. That's great. How's that going? Thank you for the hand heart. Hi, Saeed. How are you? That was a very political answer on Luke Shaw. And I think it's funny that he mentioned the fact that he'd been injured, but then he'd play in the England finals. Like, that's something that United fans had always brought up as an annoying factor because he couldn't be available for us, but then he's always available for England. And then to say that he's world class, he lost me there. He lost me there. I cannot lie. He lost me there. Oh no, your driver crashed into the wall. That's not good. Hi, Angel, or is it Angel? Crazy.
All right, a question from Mateus, if I may. Ruben just mentioned it there. You had other options at the start of this season, particularly in the Champions League as well. Why did you choose Manchester United? And
this is what I'm here for. I want to hear Cunha. I want to hear his answers. Like, this is the first time I'm going to hear like him give a response, about United.
Play as a number 9 as well.
Yeah, it's like I say already. It's very easy in question to answer because him is a big part of this kind of decision. Of course, like I say, United was always my dream club, and when you can make a dream come true, is easy decision to do. But of course, like everything inside of the club, Haynes was one of the big parts. Talk to me always, and then show how important I am for him. And of course, you feel very loved for that. And yeah, it's easy to take a choice after everything.
Okay, so he was saying that Amarim was one of the big reasons why he came to United, which is always good to hear. You always want to hear the players coming in. Yeah, it was very cute. It's always good to hear. It is crazy that they like the manager. And so, United was his dream club. And I just, it's very special to hear things like that. And it's unfortunate that United is in the state that it's in. But hopefully we can turn things around for players coming in the future because, some players want to go to Liverpool. Some players want to go to Arsenal, and yeah, we'll see. But that's encouraging to hear for sure. Harry Kane is my goat.
David.
Hi, Ruben. Over.
Only the World Cup. There's nothing wrong with that, Jess. That's cool that you love Harry. Why do you love Harry Kane? Are you English?
Yeah. You mentioned you only want players who want to be here. You've obviously left 5 players behind. Marcus has gone to Barcelona. How important is that for you to have only have players here who are fully committed to the team? And how important is that for you in creating that spirit and that bond in pre-season for the season ahead?
I think in any team, if you see the best teams in the world, you feel the bond between all the players, and think that is really important. Then I think we need to remind ourselves how special it is to be in Manchester United. That is my feeling. Is the best club in the world. It should be for everyone that is on the pitch with our club. So I really like that feeling, and I really like to be in the group that is healthy, and we are going to suffer. We have problems, but that feeling of bonding from everybody, from the staff, from the.
Okay, so this is another quote that has gone viral from this interview, and I think hearing it in context, it's not as jarring, because the question was talking about players who are committed. Now, I think he says the word suffer because that's probably in terms of him speaking English, that's probably a word that he thinks of first. I don't think suffer is the right word. I would think maybe he's probably trying to say like going through a hard time, maybe like we'll have hard times, but we'll get through them kind of thing. That's what I'm getting now, like listening to it in context. Yeah, like struggle.
From the players with the technical stuff is really important. I think it can help us to win some games that we are not performing so well, but something happened because the spirit is positive.
In the middle there.
Thank you, Mister. Welcome to Chicago. Hope you're enjoying your stay so far. You had the opportunity to train at the training center here, and there were a few familiar faces from your time in Portugal. So I'm curious if you have any thoughts on Leonardo Barroso and the player he is coming here earlier this year.
Barroso, yes, he's a right back. He started with us with Sporting at the time. I also have a big friend here, Felipe Salicaya. He's in the technical staff. He was the coach of B team of Sporting, so I know them. I want to say thank you to all the guys here in Chicago. The way they support us, the training route is amazing. The connection between the gym and the pitch, everything is prepared. You guys are really organized. We are really pleased to be here.
Oh, that's sweet. Oh, these St. Jude commercials, they make me cry. So I have a Sporting fan in my chat on TikTok who's actually they're really nice, and they put in the comment that if Amram can help the club, no manager can. Which it's so hard. These situations are so difficult because I really want Amram to do well. I do like him. I do. I think he comes across very well. He's very smart. I feel like he does work hard. I don't know. I like him as a person. And I want him to succeed, but it just feels like something's not clicking. And I don't know if it's like Ineos's hand in everything, or obviously the way our club run doesn't help, but I don't know. I just feel like something's not clicking yet, It's weird. What's up, Ali Noor? Thank you for the follow. But if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, and we have to move on. You can't get attached to certain managers, but it's interesting for sure. But I have to say, this interview isn't that bad so far. Oops.
Who have you found yourself going towards, trying to be around in these first few days? Who have you been talking to? Who have you tried to really get to know early on?
Of course, like I say, when we arrive, first of all, have a very well welcome. So these kind of things can help you a lot to feel I'm part of the group already, and everything then I can bring to help the team to go forward. I'm very humble to do, because I think this is the most important point right now. Was maybe around 2 weeks already with the group. It's pre-season, there's a lot of physical things to do also, but I feel completely fine with all the tactics, everything. Then every time then he can give a little bit time to experiment some new things he do. So his kind of details then is very important to be new and then to feel adapt. But I think with the time everything will go off, and then everyone will show what we do.
Simon,
Matthias, Ruben said that you read everything that was happening at the club. You obviously know last season was a bit of a disaster in terms of finishing 15th. Therefore, the pressure will
they brought up 15th. I can't wait to hear his answer.
be on the club immediately.
Okay.
Why do you think you can help meet that pressure? Because there'll be so much scrutiny on Manchester United, and it could get difficult if results don't start well immediately.
I really think the pressure in this club is not a really pressure. It's between a privilege, because this is one of the biggest clubs in the world. And like I say, when Ruben come to me and then show all the project, then I have to put the club in the perfect times again. I feel like it's a challenge that I want to do for my career. And for me,
wow. I like that answer.
Always United is one of the clubs that need to be there. And to feel someone that can be part of the process is something then, is like I say, is a big privilege. So I don't think about to be perfect in the start, honestly. I think to be myself and help the team, whatever I need. But of course, in the first time, then you start to feel I'm part of the group. We start to do everything very well, and then thinking about to do everything well. So I'm very comfortable to be here. I'm very comfortable with the press right now. And honestly, I hope everything can be better too. Don't think about the wrong time.
James?
I mean, you can't ask for a better answer, right? Like, honestly, we'll see. Time will tell. But like, it seems like he really wants to be here, and you like, as a fan, you can't help but not like that. And he really wants to turn things around, and I think he can. And I think having Mbuma will help. Having Ahmad will help. I just hope we can find a way to support them in the midfield and up front. So
obviously, there's some high-profile players who are not part of your squad here on your plans. How important is it that you sell those players before the transfer?
Also, I know I'm not really like interacting as much right now because I'm listening to the interview, but TikTok, thank you so much for all of the likes and the gifts. You guys have been really great. Thank you guys for following, for talking in the chat. I appreciate it. I'll be reading chat shortly.
So window closes. Is there any concern, given that a lot of clubs know you're keen to move them on, that it can reduce their value? It can affect how much you can get for them?
I think that is not the case, because there are different reasons for the players. Some players have to find a new place to have more space in the team. Other players clearly show that they want a new challenge and they want new teams. So we are just allowing to these players to have time to think and to decide. If you reach a point that they have to join the team, they will join the team because they are our players. And I know for a fact that Omar and Jason and the club have a number for these players. If they don't reach that players, they will be Manchester United players. No doubts about that. I understand that the clubs maybe are waiting for the last minute, but they can have a surprises. And I'm ready. I'm ready to receive the players. They have more competition. If you want to play in the World Cup this year, they need to play. So I'm really happy with that, because I have more options, and if they have to fight each other to play, for me it's perfect.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Okay, you're saying someone on TikTok said that it's confirmed that Heung-min Son from Tottenham's going to LAFC, but I don't see anything on X. And I didn't see Fabrizio say anything, so I'm not sure if that's true or not. I don't think that's true. I think they're still talking about it.
Samuel.
Hi, Hanif.
Hi, Ruben. You've got a lot of playmakers now, number 10s with Mateus and Brian. Do you think is this a season where Bruno's going to be relocated permanently to play in the central midfield, which is an area where you are quite light?
It can be. We can change during the game, but I think we miss Bruno sometimes when he's playing as a number 10. And sometimes when he's playing as a number 10, he can get the ball. and nobody says a number 10. So I think it's a good position for him. I really like when Bruno has the ball, and if you have the threat of players, Rasmus, Mateus, Brian in the space, if you have a...
Why does he keep bringing up Rasmus?
player with the quality with Bruno without pressure on the ball, I think is really important. Give us more option, but he can play in front also. We'll see.
Sure.
Question for Mateus, please. This team struggled for goals last season. Is that something you think you can bring and help elevate them as well?
Of course, like a striker, everyone thinking about to score goals. Something is the most important thing in the football. To score goals, help the team, and I completely understand the situation. But I think every single details that I can do to help the team, for me, will be important. Like score goals, Of course, like I say, score goals is the most important part of the game. And I come here, I understand everything. Then can be part of my name to coming is goals, assists, and then every single thing around this, and I feel comfortable. I hope I can do my best, and of course, I hope in the end we can talk about many goals than I score.
Okay, your last question then, Ruben.
Ruben, with Mateus and Brian coming, it's with the exception of Mason Mount, the first Premier League experienced players, first team players brought to the club for 6 years. That looks like a deliberate policy. Is that the case? That it was you felt that there was a lack of that quality, or was it more about the acclimatization of the players when you brought them in?
I think you can also you can understand if you look at our team last year. We need also experience, young players, because Mateus is young still, but with experience. And then you watch every weekend Mateus doing things against the players that you are going to face. That can help you to have more certainty when you choose players. So that was a policy that we try to use this season. So I can say yes. It's not just that, because they have characteristics that we need. But we focus on to get players that can come here and to face this kind of pressure, like you said, since the first day.
Okay, let's take our last couple of questions from New York.
For Mateus, first of all, what about Manchester United made you want to join the club?
Hi. His laugh.
Like honestly, it's like he says, my dream club. Is this what the question?
Yeah.
It's my dream club. Always I grown up to watch this team on television. I talk already many stories about this club, and for me, it's one club that need to be in the perfect position. Always fight for Premier League, be in the Champions League. Every single thing that every single fan dream about. Of course, I understand all the situations that the club are right now, but like I say, when I have the first meeting with Ruben, with all the team, I feel like they start to build something very important. And of course, I want to be part of this. Of course, I want to be someone that was a big idol for someone. Idol maybe is not the correct word, but someone that can help someone to be the dream, to do the dream, and then be someone that can help all the new fans to do some good things and support the club.
Brilliant, thank you. And then one for the manager from Brian Sandler at Chicago Sun-Times. After last season, how does the results change your approach to pre-season and friends leagues like these?
Of course, I see the league in a different way. Was the first impact last year. The context was really hard. Also, you can understand in all the details of set pieces, how to build a squad, how to work with the squad without European games is also different.
Yes, it is.
So it changed the way I see things. That is normal. We try to adapt and try to be better in the future, but I have a clear idea how I want to play, how I want to coach my players. That doesn't change, but of course I learned a lot last season.
And then last one from online, Adam McCullough from Stretford Paddock asks, what are your plans for Kobbie Mainoo this season and where do you see him fitting into the team?
I think he can play in both positions.
This is a good question because I feel like, to me now, it seems that he has a hard time utilizing Kobbie. Like he played him a bit like early on, but then he kind of took a step back with that, it feels like, and he wasn't really starting as much. Now he did get hurt, right? Kobbie did get hurt, but I like this question because to me, Kobbie should be a part of our future, and I don't want him to go anywhere else. And so I'm interested to see what he's going to say here. So interesting to see. Season thriller. What do you mean?
In the midfielder, last year he played more in front. I think his perfect position is more near the ball, always with the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a big talent, and you guys know better than me that he's a big talent. I think he needs to increase the rhythm, the pace. I'm always on top of that with Kobbie because he's so good sometimes, but he can be better. So I have big plans.
That is one thing that Kobbie. That is one thing that he, I guess, one of his weaknesses. He's, his pace.
But again, like I said, one game per week, the competition is going to be huge, and everybody has to be prepared to play one game or play all the games, and that is a key point in our season.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Hey, you know what? He did. That was probably my least favorite part of the interview. I'm not going to lie. But outside of that, it wasn't a bad interview. I think hearing Cunha speak about being at United and what that's going to be like for him and what he wants to accomplish was great. I think the suffer quote was taken a bit out of context, and I even commented on that. And so I have to hold my hand up, because I commented on it before watching the interview. But not a bad interview. Not a bad interview, in my opinion. The Luke Shaw, though, comment, not that great. He did bring up Rasmus a lot as well, which is a little bit concerning because I feel like he really backs Rasmus. He does. He really believes in him. And I don't know if you guys saw a couple of weeks ago, there was pictures going around of Amram training with him. And I mean, to be fair, that's our striker right now. That's all we have. But it's just concerning because I just genuinely don't think that he's good enough. So I don't know what we're going to do there, guys. I really don't. I really, really don't. But not too bad. Not too bad. Do I know any Spurs fan in the USA? I do. There's Jacob. United Spurs of America. But he did change his channel. So Braylo says, now you know Rasmus is your favorite player. He is not. He is not. Luke Shaw is world class in the alternate universe where he never gets injured and is 15 pounds lighter. Yeah. This time, I see him in the starting 11. I have no confidence. The time you mean? Yeah. We'll see. The starting lineup versus West Ham is going to be very interesting. I think he's either going to start Xerxes or Højlund. I do. I don't think he starts Cheeto like he did versus Leeds. So we'll see what happens. But, maybe Højlund will do better and step up because he has Cunha and Mbumo. But this is me talking out of delusion more than what I know to be true. So we'll see, though. Another Spurs fan that's American is Cubed. She's been on a lot of shows. Zuzu, thank you for the likes as well. You're killing it, girl. You are killing the likes. Cheeto should be your striker over Xerxes and Højlund. I don't think he should be a starter. I don't think he can be a starter. But I definitely think he could sub on. I don't think he's ready to be a starter. The fact that we gave Spursy a trophy, I'll never forgive this manager and the squad. Well, it's not even that. That's a huge part of it. But the fact that we even finished 15th, the fact that we had a negative goal difference. Now, you have to give him some grace, right? Because this is the thing that people are not remembering as well. When Amram came into United, I'm 1000% sure we were 13th after Rude leveled us out. It's not like we were in a really good spot when Amram came in. I'm not trying to make an excuse, but like that's just the reality of the situation too. So it's just it wasn't great. And the fact that we didn't have a new manager bounce, it's a very odd transition of manager appointments for sure. Very, very odd. Is it safe playing football in Old Trafford? Rain and mice. Gunnar, you're talking a lot of trash. I love Arsenal fans because like history will repeat itself again. Like they have so much chest because Gyökeres is coming in. He's going to get the 14 and, you know, they're talking all this trash about us and all that. It's fine. You keep doing that because at the end of the day, what do you have to show for this? What do you have to show for all of this talk? Arsenal fans are the gift that keep on giving. It's great. Hi, Marcus. What's up, Yusuf? How are you? The thing you have after your surname? What? The screw thing? Wait, what? I'm confused. Oh, you mean that's a mod. Hi, Cole Palmer. Anytime Arsenal fans get too chatty, start a Champions League roll call. Listen, I have to do it. I have to do it. Marcus says, in years, this is our only transfer window that we actually went all out. Okay, I hope it works. I just, you would think that they would learn, you know? Like, if I was an Arsenal fan right now, this would be the season I would be so quiet because, like, then if you actually did something, you could be like, finally, right? I'm here for it, but I know it's not true. You're here for what? Did you watch the press conference Amram and Cunha did earlier? Yusuf, we literally just watched the whole thing before you jumped on. City are back, are they? Are they? Good luck with Gyökeres. Better switch up your style of play to fit him. To be honest, I would have preferred Sesko. Oh, really? That's crazy. But that's an Arsenal fan because he probably... So let me ask you this, Gunnar. Do you prefer Kai Havertz over Gyökeres then? Because that's been a hot topic on these YouTube. That's crazy work. Oh, nice. The questions they asked were kind of trash. Yeah, I didn't think it was as bad as everyone was saying. But I love Cunha's confidence to succeed and take this club back to where it should be. Yeah, I thought Cunha's take an input on the press conference was great. Højlund plus Garnacho plus 45 million to Newcastle for Isak. I know it's not true, but I'd be down. This man said Arteta loves Kai. Everyone knows. I didn't ask about Arteta. I asked you. Who do you prefer? Havertz or Gyökeres? Who do you prefer? When did Arsenal last win a trophy? You know what? I'm glad you asked because I have a website for that. Let me get my website up. I haven't actually shown this in a while. Here we go. You guys ready? The last time Arsenal won a trophy. 4 years, we almost get in on 5 years. 4 years, 357 days, 21 hours, and 40 minutes. I hate Kai being in reality. Well, at least, you can think for yourself. That's nice. You're happy with the strikers Chelsea have signed? Well, that's good. That's good. It's almost a 5-year anniversary of not getting a trophy. We love that. We love that. Big up, Sham. It's anniversary time, exactly. It's going on 5. This said 5. No, Mustafa, look at this. I literally said it's going on 5 years. It says 4 years, 375 days. So it's almost 5. Do you get it now? Do you get it now? As a matter of fact, doesn't Tottenham have a European trophy and Arsenal does not? Exactly, Marcel. Exactly. No, Gunner, because I'm live on YouTube as well. I thought it was 6 going on 7. No. No. I think it would have been if Arteta didn't win his first year. But he got something his first year, so. Apparently, if we sign Isak, everyone in the Premier League is packing their bags. You're doing the best you can. There's no defending Arsenal. You can try. Gary, what do you think of our window? Gyökeres is 20 times better striker than 29. Don't care what Arteta thinks. See, Clement knows. How many days has it been? Did you see the thing? Marcel came and chose violence. Fair enough. Fair enough. That is correct. You have to buy a super chat. What? You don't have to buy a super chat. What is he talking about? That is not true. That is not true at all. Yeah, Gary supports Liverpool, Sham. He's a Liverpool fan. I got so many Liverpool fans in the chat. They just like to see me at pain. I don't like Mason Mount at all. Actually, Gunner. Thank you guys for the likes, by the way. We're almost at 10K. It's great. So many Liverpool. Hey, listen, I love my Liverpool fans. You think United should get Baleba? I don't know. The guy, is this the person from Brighton? Is that who you're talking about? Hey, don't laugh at Mount, okay? Big up, Gary. I've been supporting Liverpool since 1995. It's okay to hate Man United. You don't even need a reason. Well, you know, it goes both ways. I love teasing her when it comes to Man United. Listen, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, not a bad interview, in my opinion. Now we're going into tomorrow, which we play West Ham. And actually, I know West Ham. Let's look. Let's see if West Ham, because they were kind of quiet there in the transfer window, but I know they got someone recently. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Display. Okay, let's show this. Do you guys know any of these players? So it looks like they got... This guy came from Nice, Jean-Claire. This guy came from Slavia Prague. And then he was a free, Kyle Walker-Peters from Southampton. So I think that's it. I mean, honestly, let's look at this. Let's look at this West Ham squad, because who do they have? This is the loans. And then let's look at their squad. Is Kyle Walker, wasn't he there? Is he still there? Look, there's Wambi. Paqueta. I'm trying to see, did they get rid of him? Ward-Prowse. Bowen. He's at Burnley. He's just bouncing all over the place. Yeah, he went to Burnley. That's what somebody said. Yeah. We signed a good TK, but we wanted Isak. You could still get him. But based off of what I'm looking at from West Ham, we should win this game. Now, we struggled with Leeds, but I do like their goalkeeper as well. You know, I'm gonna go 2-1 United for the game tomorrow. What do you guys think? They still have Wambasaka. Two 2-1 as well. You had 0 chances against Lead. Yeah, no, we didn't play well at all. We didn't play well at all. We did have shots on target though. Don't say we didn't have. We had chances. They just weren't good ones, and there weren't a lot. We need a keeper and a striker that can finish. Is that United or Sporting? Girl, I don't know. We couldn't even score against Lead. I know, but we have Mbumo and we have Cunha, so we're different. We're different. I think we're gonna score. I hope. I hope. I think and I hope. You're so funny, Gunner. He said play Onana up front. How about Onana stays on the bench? How about that? How about that? In this essay. Are we though? Now that Mbumo is here, we will score. We'll see. Zuzu, I think we can. I think we can. And I will be live for the match. So you guys make sure you're here. It starts at, I think it's 6 p.m. my time. I think it's 6 p.m. I looked this up. Yeah, 6 p.m. my time, which is, I think, midnight in the UK. Who else plays tomorrow? Does anybody else play? When is Liverpool's next preseason? When's Arsenal's? I know Arsenal just played a couple days ago, but when does everybody else play? I'm sure there are other games. Let's see if that shows up on the ESPN schedule. Liverpool plays tomorrow. Send Onana to the bench. Oh gosh, that's crazy. Yeah, they're not showing any of the friendlies on here. I would. I know a lot of United fans don't want Amy Martinez, but I wouldn't mind him. I mean, it's an upgrade. It's an upgrade from what we have. So, whoa! Liverpool play AC Milan that early? Goodness gracious! Hi, Prince. Thank you for the heart me. Paramount Plus. What's on Paramount? Oh, Liverpool's on Paramount Plus. I will be watching that because that's the same time for me as the sprint race for F1. So I will be watching that. I'm good, Prince. How are you? Do we know if the game tomorrow will be on Peacock? I don't think so. I think it's just on Man United TV on the website. Liverpool are a well-run club. Yes. They are. What Liverpool fans, what's your prediction for AC Milan tomorrow? What's your prediction? Will Wirtz play? Is he hurt? Has there been any news on that? Let's look. Liverpool predicted team. Thank you so much for that. Trust the process. Yeah. Will he play? He's fine. The picture of you wearing a raincoat. Yeah, this. Wait, hold on. That one? That was last preseason. Hopefully it doesn't repeat itself. What's up, Matt? How do you? Hate? Yeah, that's what this just said he played in the closed door scrimmage, but it's not saying anything about okay, so I Googled it and a lot of people are saying he's predicted to start. So maybe he will. Maybe he will. I won't watch it, but I will tune into all the Liverpool peeps and see what they say afterwards. I don't know. Hey, listen, it's Friday night. She's probably out. She might have a life today. Listen, I don't blame her. He was in the open practice. That's crazy, Mustafa. Oh, shoot. Thank you for the roses. You're being thank Prince. I really appreciate that. 10K likes. Let's go. Thank you, Zuzu. Thank you. Appreciate that. Adu, ooh. Adu, ooh. 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 Do you guys have any plans for the weekend? Just so you guys know, we'll be watching F1 this weekend. Obviously, we have Man United tomorrow. I'm going to game a little bit tonight, a little bit later, so make sure you tune into that. We'll be playing some Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, so there'll be a lot of streaming this weekend. Trust the process after what he did with Sporting. We're trying, but it's not easy. It's not easy. Oh, yeah. I love Bollywood movies. Are you looking forward to watching United this season? Ibrahim, why are you coming in the chat asking questions like this? What kind of question is this? Do better. Do better. Oh, shoot. Are you watching England versus Spain? I'm going to try. It like cuts in with church a bit, so I might be late, but I'm going to try. I'm about to despise a lot of Liverpool fans this season, but credit when it's due. Y'all handle business this summer. Yeah, exactly. And it's not over yet. Guys, there's a lot of transfer window left. Don't forget, we have more than a month and a half, basically. So I'm going to Spain to win Euros 2-1. Wait, what are you talking about? You're going to the game? Clement Mustafa, Sina retiring. Thank you, Youssef. They still want Isak. Yes, they do. How many players do Man United sign by the end of the window? I'm hoping we can at least get 3 more. So that would be, what, 6? Because Leon technically is a signing. So we would have Cunha, Mbumo, Diego Leon, and then hopefully a striker and midfielder. 5 maybe at minimum, and then 6 if we can add a goalkeeper. We'll see though. Yeah, we need a midfielder though. I would honestly take a striker and a midfielder and hold on a goalkeeper if we can get good ones. I don't just want to get any of them. I know he wants to see my downfall. It's crazy. Gigi, we just have to sell these players, okay? We just have to sell these players. If we don't sell the players, it's not happening. If we don't sell them, then it's not happening. Hi, Sai. Did you go on the Collins show with Flawless? How's it going? Another Liverpool fan. Big up to you. I haven't spoken with you since all the transfer stuff, but I'm sure you're excited for season as well. All the Liverpool fans are just so ecstatic. Yeah, especially Sancho. He has to go, yeah. FSG might lend us some oil. They ain't lending us nothing. You just said FSG. FSG don't give a crap about us. Big upside. That was a huge debate. What was the debate? Do we need to talk about champagne tastes on a pure budget? So many Liverpool fans. So many. So many. We have to sell Garnacho, Anthony, Sancho. How many will we sell? I don't know. I don't know. We haven't sold anybody at the moment, so. And Malacia. Yes, Yusuf, Malacia. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Our time will come. The sleeping giant will rise again. I will remember this. You know, we might not win the Prem until I'm 60. And who knows if I'll still be on stream talking about, we going to win the league this year. Hopefully I'm not, but you never know. Could you imagine? I'm like 60 years old, like talking about Man United on stream. Heaven forbid. Liverpool CEO was like, I saw y'all watching. I saw y'all making your little jokes last summer. Listen, FSG was being stingy. They were being stingy. What was your guys' debate? Oh, the debate was Sai doesn't want us to buy Isak for 150 mil and instead spend it on other positions. Oh, Sai, who else do you want? That's very interesting. Garnacho wants to stay in the Premier League, but like almost no team needs a left winger, I know. Yeah, no, for sure. So you're about 149 now? How old do you think I am? The time Man United will win the league again, I'll be 150. You guys are so disrespectful. That is crazy. Crazy. Thank you for the 11K likes on TikTok. Yeah. You guys definitely need to get him now. That's crazy. Only if we kept Ronaldo. He was never going to stay there. At Sporting, at least, if that's what you mean. And that's okay. I don't want to lose a quality. I don't want to lose quality on left wing and midfield to bring Isak. I don't think that you will, though. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And you're going to sell. Are you talking about because if you'll sell like Nunez and Diaz? Is that what you mean? That's how you'll lose quality? So you think we'll win? You think we'll win the league in what, like 5 years' time, 6 years' time? Yep, exactly. And you guys have got money from all of these competitions you were in anyway. So listen. Funny enough, I don't think we get Isak. I can't lie. I think he'll end up staying at Newcastle. That's fair for Man United. No, before that, for sure, I gave it 3 max. 3 years till we win the Premier League. That's crazy. Yes, I'll do a watch along tomorrow. Gunnar says, I'm back for winning the treble. I love Arsenal fans, man. Listen, sometimes that delusion in life is necessary because you're never sad. Like, Arsenal fans bounce back so quickly. Like, how do you just lose year after year and you still find a way to be happy? They need to throw a class, honestly. They need to throw a class. We can send him in packages. We are selling Diaz and we don't have backup for midfielders. People misunderstood. Understood to me, I want Isak, but 150 is stupid money. Hey, I rate that you have your own opinion. I rate it. I don't agree, but I rate it. Listen, I think if you sign Isak, that is a transfer window that could go down in your club's history, for real. If you guys repeat, of course. If you repeat and then get the Champions League, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Or get any of the domestic cups or something like that. You see 11th place for United? Dang. This is why I dislike my fan base. Delusional takes every season, no matter. It's been 21 years since winning the league. Yeah, listen, you got always going to go into the season ready to go. And especially because you got Gyökeres, it's over. It's over. This is why we can't let Arsenal do anything this season. I beg. If Arsenal get it, I'm not gonna say anything. It's gonna let it happen. So we actually watched the press conference, and in my personal opinion, they're taking that quote out of context. He did say suffer, but he didn't mean that word. And he didn't mean it in the sense of like, he meant it in the sense of like the club and how, you go through ups and downs. Like, he didn't mean like suffer like that. It was more of like a struggle. We're going to go through a struggle. We're going to go through hard times. Like, he didn't mean it like that. I think he just said suffer because that's the word that he knows, if that makes sense. He said world class. Listen, that part though, I can't get behind. I can't get behind the Luke Shaw rating in 2025. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do that. Big up Hugo. All right, smash the likes. We get Eze and wrap up second place. This right here is why we love Arsenal fans. This man came in the chat. This needs to be a case study. Because this man came into the chat very positive, very energetic, and said, big up Sunshine, smash the likes, we get Eze and wrap up second place for us again. Come on, you Gunners. And is proud of that. Bruh. Arsenal fans, you gotta love him. You gotta love him. Done nothing. Absolutely nothing. What's worse, calling Lushon world class or Tuchel starting Jordan Henderson? Oh, that was funny. That was funny. World class. That's crazy. Luke Shaw is not in kit launches because he's so okay. I'm not gonna say that. Oh my gosh. Wait. Let me get it. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. Oh, I know it's on X. I'm gonna get it. Oh, I'm gonna get it. Sue, thank you for the follow. Hi. And if not, I did send it to Yasir on. It's right here. Okay. All right. Maybe that'll be the lesson of the day. Something about delusion in Arsenal. Hi, Zier. Oops. Okay. Here we go. You guys ready for this? I don't know if everyone has seen this, by the way. Here we go. Be ready to cringe because it's bad, guys. It is. You think you've seen it all.
Phone rings in the middle of the night. Arteta told me Arsenal signed a new number 9. His name is Victor and he plays for the gun. Gyökeres, he scores goals for fun. Gyökeres, he scores goals for fun.
How dare he bring Ronaldo into this? How dare he? Yo, that's a vibe. I can't lie. Everyone thank Gigi for having to watch that. Don't blame me. Blame her. He said banger. No. Phone rings in the middle of the night. Arteta says he. I can't. That TikToker said, how do I have Arteta's? What? No. Listen. He wants the number 14. Gyökeres is going to wear 14. It's crazy. Yeah, Gunner. Maybe one day when I'm not streaming on both. She's finally here. She's finally here. Girl, we were saying that you were out in the streets because it's Friday night. It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday. What? It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday. What? I did. I watched F1 today. I sure did. I saw Lewis do a little twirly twirl. The reporter's like, so what did you do today? I spun. What did you do? I spun. I'm sorry for laughing. Shoot. I laugh to hide the pain. I'll roll the song again for Reba. I will. This is for you, for Reba. This is for you.
Phone rings in the middle of the night. Arteta told me Arsenal signed a new number 9. His name is Victor and he plays for the gun. Gyökeres, he scores goals for fun. Gyökeres, he scores goals for fun. Zoom.
He wants it though. I do rate the fact, say what you want about Gyökeres, but I do rate the fact that he wants that number. So, have you seen it? Super lame, Kieran. Super lame. Super lame. Super lame. Oh, we love Will. We love Will. That's your Madridista buddy over there at Football Carnage. Here will 14 a lot of pressure of him to score goals. Yeah, it is. It is. I ain't doing that mask. Nah. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. That would be crazy. Could you imagine? I mean, it wouldn't be crazy because the record at Old Trafford isn't that bad, but I don't think so. I think he knows it to me sounds like Victor wants, like he likes Arsenal. He wanted to be there. Like he knows what the number 14 is. Let's get it right. So he thinks he'll do fine if he scores 10. Now he can't score 10 goals. He has to score more than that. Ekatike is a good signing. He's not good. Yusuf, what's up? How are you? Enjoy Rashi. Enjoy Rashi. I haven't talked to you since. I don't know your thoughts, but I hope he does something for you. Think about it. It's the opening game. Everyone's not up to fitness. I wouldn't be surprised. I think it's gonna be a draw. Ekatike's interview smelled like someone who'd been briefed on what to say. LFC PR said, say you're fine playing with Alex. Oh boy. Jackson's better than Rasmus. Why are we comparing two sides of one butt? Two cheeks of the same butt. Like, what are we doing? I'm expecting 20 to 25 Premier League goals from Glock 14. Yeah. I would say that's fair. I think Rashford would do well, but he wasn't my first choice. That's fair. That's fair. How do you think you guys are going to do this season? We took Newcastle's side chick, Ekatike, and now we're going to take their main chick. Of course, they'll be crying while playing sad songs with the boombox. No, Newcastle fans trying to act like they don't care. At least most of the ones that I follow. People can talk about Arsenal's new signings, but Cunha and Mbeumo will want to start well. I hope so. Listen, this might sound. Is this? If I could get 10 goals from Mbeumo and Cunha alone, I'm happy with that. Is that crazy? You think they'll retain the title? I think we're going to do good, but we need another fullback. That's fair. Listen, I think Barca will be fine. I don't think Madrid's going to be... I don't know about Madrid this season. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, that's a great point, Kieran. I think it could be a good thing for us that we're not in Europe. And 10 goals from Hoyland. We cooking. Crying on the radio about Isak. It was a TalkSport call-in. Let me see if I can find it. It's probably on X somewhere. We're not signing Jackson. Okay, I think it's this one. I think I found it, Sham. You're going to pack him up again? 2 years in a row? Score more? I don't think he needs to score more than 10. I don't think so. Here we go.
You have to sell, Peter. You're worth like billions, but you can't. You have to sell.
You don't have to sell this summer. It's all paper nonsense. You haven't got a clue.
Pete, we'll give you 50 million for him.
You haven't got a clue. We haven't got to sell this summer. And TalkSport has been spouting that nonsense for months. And it's absolute.
Simon Jordan's told us.
To listen to. Do you know something? It's absolutely hilarious to listen to because you've been spouting.
Is he crying?
FFP nonsense for 3 months. And we don't have to sell.
When you've got to sell players, you have to sell them. You might get a bit more.
We don't have to sell, Gabby. If you listen to what I'm saying, we don't have to sell. The papers have been talking nonsense for months.
I read it in the papers that you have to sell.
Oh, so you believe you're mates in the media than people who I understand it. I'm a Newcastle supporter.
No smoke without fire, Pete. No smoke without fire.
Oh my. I'm speechless. I don't even know. That was actually kind of sad, honestly. Like, what did I just listen to? Oh my, we don't have to sell. Oh man. I know he was like, I read it in the papers. Oh, you believe your friends in the media? Oh boy, that's funny. I get why he's emotional. But you have to think where Newcastle fans are coming from too, because they just had like an historic season for their club, and then they lose like their best player. Here comes Lauren. I didn't cry when Ronaldo left my club. They're crazy about their club. Don't wait, I gotta hear that one more time.
Oh, you have to sell, Peter. You're worth like billions, but you can't. You have to sell.
You don't have to sell this summer. It's all paper nonsense. You haven't got a clue.
Pete.
He was really in his feelings. He was sad. This is character building. Buckle up. That's crazy, Mustafa, because you got Sir Alex as your manager, and you've got Rooney, Nani, and more world-class players. It is nonsense. TK and Isak. Newcastle going to be in the bins. They're going to be in the bins. Big up, Jordan. Big up to you. Oh, man, that was crazy. All right. Some of you have been here. You know what? I think I just found the lesson of the day. The lesson of the day is this. You don't have to sell, but you have to scream cry it. That's the lesson of the day.
You have to sell.
You don't have to sell this summer. It's all paper nonsense.
You don't have to sell this summer. It's all paper nonsense. That is the lesson of the day. Right there. Hey, sometimes you got to take the L, Reba. Sometimes you got to take the L. They won't be in the bins. Big up. All right, let me do that. Let me get this up. Oh shoot, that's too funny. That I actually needed that, by the way. Oops. Let me get that up. You guys can see this, right? Oh, of course it's not going to do it now. Why? Because why? Why would you just not do the same thing? There we go. We don't have to sell this summer. It's paper nonsense. That's the lesson of the day. Okay. Good job, Sham. You provided the lesson of the day. Lesson of the day today. You haven't got a clue. Oh, shoot. That's too funny. Newcastle last season was closest to a Man United team, physical and hard to beat. Newcastle's midfield were bullies in the best way. I mean that respectfully. Like they were just. I saw Wahahas. Yes. Sham with the lesson of the day. So let's recap the week. We didn't have Monday, but we had Tuesday through Friday. So sometimes in life you have to take the L. Leave the plastic alone. And Mason Mount is from Zimbabwe. That was Wednesday. You know, you just have to be here. These are more hilarious out of context, I feel like. Thursday was when your aspirations are in doubt. Isak will level them out. That was Reba. All right. And then Sham was kind enough to show us that clip and provide, we don't have to sell this summer. It's paper nonsense. So those are the lessons of the week, everybody. Round of applause. Round of applause. I love it. I love it. It's great stuff. It is great stuff. Phone rings in the middle of the night. That's going to be stuck in my head. I'm very proud of my contributions, as you should be. Everyone say hi to Dice. Hi, Dice. How you doing? They are. It's crazy. They are in their feelings. Does Barca have any preseason games coming up? I am watching the game tomorrow. We'll be doing a watch along. I'll have the stream up later tonight after I do my gaming stream. So I will be live in like 2 hours to game some Harry Potter. So make sure you're back here for that. And then I'll be doing a watch along for Man United versus West Ham. And I'll also be doing F1. So we have the sprint race bright and early. That's like, oh, you're in Japan. Who do you play? Do you play a Japanese team or do you play somebody else? I know, that's going to be stuck in my head. I need to check the F1 calendar actually real quick. Let me see. Let me see. Get my phone. Big up, Sham. Big up to you. Bless up to you. I hope you guys all have a great weekend. Let me go to my calendar because it's on my calendar. So tomorrow, yeah, so the sprint race is at 5 a.m. my time. So I will be doing a watch along for that. And then the qualifying for the Grand Prix starts at 9. I will be late because I have Pilates at 8:30, so I'll be late to that, but it's okay. I don't really. I watch NBA, but I'm not that invested, and I don't like American football. So it's not my thing. Do you though? Do you have any? What are your teams? When you deep in, Newcastle figured out our formation for us, 4-4-2, and we thought Isak and Ekatike couldn't start together. You know what? No, I can't. This can't happen. This can't happen. It's not fair. Yeah, and I'm pulling that card. I'm acting like a 5-year-old. It's not fair. You guys can't get Isak. It's not fair. Okay? That's me. I'm Auntie Sunshine reporting for duty. Auntie Sunshine reporting for duty. That's me. I've seen one. It's almost midnight here. Almost time for another quote of the day. You haven't got a clue. Almost time. I've seen one NFL game in my life. Wow, what game was it? Do you remember? Also, let's see who's live that we can redirect to. And then I'll see you guys in like 2 hours for the gaming stream. Let's see. Joshy J is live. He always redirects to me, so let's redirect to him. He always redirects to me, and he's such a legend. He's so nice. So we're going to redirect to Joshy J. He loves him some United too, so let's show him some love. 516. We'll do that. Wait, no, is he not live? Wait. It says he's live. No, he's live. He's live. Okay. What time? It comes on at 6 p.m. for me. So 6 p.m. my time, which I think is midnight for you. Giants, Patriots, Super Bowl. Oh, that was a good one, though. Is that the one in the snow? I actually watched that one. That one was like historic. Isn't that like, was that Deflategate with the footballs? I could be wrong, but I think that's what that was. I think that's what that was. United didn't care about what was fair when I was growing up. You know what? I can't even say anything. But I wasn't there, so let me whine and complain, okay? Because I didn't experience that. All I've experienced is pain. I didn't get those glory days, okay? So, you know, I didn't get those glory days. Oh, Raiders, Patriots. Okay. Thank you, Clement, because I have no idea. Can y'all stop? Because you're not. What are you guys doing right now? How charitable we are. We're such good Samaritans. Oh, the helmet catch. Yes. Wait. When does Leverkusen play? They don't play again. They don't play again until August. They don't have any coming up. 17 years ago. Wow. I can't believe that. That Super Bowl was 17 years ago. So old. So old. All right, I'm going to go. I'll see you guys in like 2 hours. Have a good night. Happy Friday. I'll see you in the morning, bright and early for the sprint. We're going to redirect to Jossie J. And yeah, thank you guys always for being here. God bless you. And I will see you a bit later. Goodbye. Thank you for everything. Appreciate you guys. Goodbye. Goodbye.